All right. Hi, I'm Sue Hawks, CEO for Yes,
And I'm Nancy Geenen, CEO for Flexability. Flexability is a social impact firm that focuses on employment and HR consulting for individuals with disabilities.
And so Nancy, I just want to ask, how are you?
I was lucky to bring my entire family together. We've been out in the same household for 5 weeks. Everybody has their own workspace, and we have enough internet bandwidth to have everyone attend school and work full time. So we're great. We're doing really well.
That is awesome. And from the perspective of flexibility, how are you guys doing through this? And how has EOS served you through the crisis? Can you talk about any specific examples that have been useful?
We're really focused on deepening our relationships with our customers and trying to understand their needs and helping them use this time productively. So we've been focusing on helping clients with their diversity and inclusion processes, practices, policies, really getting HR and training managers focused on their training programs to increase employee engagement. We've shifted to doing some small webinars and really moving into more of a consulting mode. We do have a couple executive searches going, but we feel like we're right on track for our budget. We've been in business for less than a year, and we don't see the big downturn that other companies are seeing because we were ramping up, and
That's
we're on
awesome.
track. Yeah, it's really fun.
How has EOS served you specifically through, COVID-19? And can you talk about any specific examples for that?
Sure, we are an EOS company, and we're very glad to have Sue as our implementer, of course, because she is the ultimate
Lucky
of the
to have
ultimate.
you.
Yep. We really got focused on our L10s and really making them much more pointed and really direct, really focused on our practices and policies right there to make ourselves really accountable to each other. We've modified EOS a little bit to not just have quarterly rocks, but have our quarterly rocks plus pebbles, which are different things than we would have had because we've had to shift our budgets and our projections. So our quarterly rocks are still there for a 1-year plan. And we've just done a quarter term focus. And so we've got pebbles that aren't usually our day jobs and our regular functions. The other thing we've done is we've really looked at our accountability chart, and we've gotten very streamlined and very efficient. There is not enough time for us to kind of be meddling in each other's lanes. And so we've gotten very clear, not only who owns the function box, but the roles that are underneath that function, and really making sure that we're being efficient and productive in all the time we're spending with our clients.
Well, and that's so important right now. And that's one of those adjustments to the system that's okay right now. We probably won't do that post-COVID, but at this time it makes sense to adjust to that shorter term with all the change. So thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, and with things changing so quickly, we're always changing. The future is always uncertain. That's true. We're just not used to such a deep change that happens so quickly without some time to have things kind of creep up and get used to things. So that's why we think these short sprints really make sense. And we're just labeling them pebbles because we still want the accountability piece on our L10s when we talk about it.
And relative to how well you're doing right now, would you attribute it to the 2 tools you just cited, or is there one specific tool you couldn't live without?
I love all the tools. I think the L10 has the best, and it is the best tool right now because it allows us all to come together, really share our personal and professional best. It keeps us on a positive note. We still have headlines to really talk to about each other and keep each other informed. And we're not a big team, but that interaction that happens in the L10 and the joint accountability keeps everybody engaged. And I think that's what's most important right now in COVID-19 era. Stay engaged and keep our team engaged.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for taking the time to share this, because I know it will help a number of other clients. And I'm so grateful for your fabulous leadership and partnership in this. I'm grateful to be on your team and appreciate your time today.
Thank you, Sue. I really appreciate that you took the time with us.